I'm gonna talk about some slice of life anime because slice of life anime is not talked about enough on YouTube, and I want to bring some more attention to my favorite kind of shows. So today I'll recommend some shows for food for the soul. This is my favorite slice of life show this season, so far at least, and it's basically a show about a group of girls in university. So yes, university, not high school. It's great. Um, and they basically form a group about food. So they try out food, cook food, etc. Um, it's very cozy, and the girls are written very well. Each one feels unique, but not too tropey. They do have kind of a trope or theme to them, but it's not leaned on too heavily, especially if you go throughout the season. And the girls as a group feel quite natural as a group of friends, and it's very fun to watch. And of course, the food also looks great. I mean, it's great if you're watching this while eating something. I've been watching this while eating lunch every week. Um, and so yeah, I want to go to some anime that are the same vibe. And if you're like, well, this one's not really, doesn't really reflect university life I know, like partying and drinking, then well, you can just watch Grand Blue. Also a great anime. But I want to go over some anime that are closer to the vibe of Food for the Soul, if you liked Food for the Soul and want more. Um, so I'll start with Diaries at Breakwater. This is one of my favorite shows, period, and it's just kind of peak slice of life. Um, it's very comfortable to watch, and it's basically about, again, a group of girls doing something, well, fishing. So they're in a fishing club, and you have this new girl from the city, I think, that joins this club with her childhood friend that lives near the sea, and her two senpais who are, well, one's a bit more foxy and cunning, but also still a great teacher, and the other one is more straightforward, and also very fun. Um, and it's basically a mix of like hanging out, learning how to fish, um, actually eating the fish at the end. And of course, since it's about fishing, you do learn a bit about the fishing, and I think it's presented very well and in an understandable way, but still fun. And you see the main character slowly learn how to fish. At first, she didn't have anything to do with fishing at first, so she was scared of a lot of things, like the living bait being insects, and of course butchering the fish and killing them. But she slowly learns how to do it over time, and it's the same kind of cozy vibe of a group of friends doing fun activities and eating good food. Yeah, so I think this one is really close to Food for the Soul, and the manga is also amazing, amazing art. So also read the manga if you're done with the anime. Um, yeah. So then we have Yuru Camp. Of course, I have to put Yuru Camp here. I actually wanted to save it for Mono, the other anime this season from the same author. But after thinking about it, I kind of needed to mention this one here because it's arguably a bit closer to Food for the Soul. It's about hanging out, but also about eating in a cozy vibe. You probably know the show already, so I'm not gonna go too deep into it. But it's about a group of girls going camping, eating food around the campfire. Amazing to watch. And the characters are also amazingly well written. I mean, you have the main duo of the extrovert introvert, Nadeshiko and Rin, and I think they're like really realistic feeling, and also great to watch because they feel very natural. And yeah, it's amazing, cozy. It's the cozy anime. So go watch it if you haven't already. 3 seasons, and yes, the 3rd season is also good. You can find me on that. And a fun movie, of course, where they're actually adults. So yeah, that's also fun. Don't miss that one. Yeah, and then for some different kind of show, this was another reason for me to make the show, because I think the show is kind of underrated. And yeah, of course, this show is not about a group of girls doing cute things, but it is similar to Food for the Soul in the way that the food just looks really good. And I think this show showcases the food better than any other show I've watched. So this is a restaurant in another world. It's about a Japanese or Western Japanese restaurant that serves fantasy people every Saturday. So the door to this restaurant becomes kind of a portal that appears in many different places in this fantasy isekai world. And that means that a lot of different fantasy people and monsters come to eat here and eat normal Japanese food. It sounds weird, but it's great. And like, since these customers don't know our food, they act as if it's like the best food they've ever eaten. It's like if someone from the Middle Ages would try out our food. It's great to watch. And it also makes you appreciate the food, that you know more, because they're treating it like it's the food from the gods, right? And so when I'm eating this, when I'm watching this, usually while I'm eating something, it makes the food taste that much better. And so this is also the show that's the best show to watch if you're like scrolling to Netflix or something, trying to find a show to watch while eating. Just watch this show. I mean, it'll make your food better, and you'll see fun interactions with the fantasy people. It's great. And then lastly, we have Dungeon Meshi. It feels a bit weird to put such a popular show on here, but I wanted to mention it because it does strangely fit. So aside from it being an amazing show, it is essentially a show about a group of friends doing fun stuff. Fun. They're trying to survive, but it's fun for me. And then eating a nice meal at the end of the day. So I thought maybe it could scratch the same itch, maybe with a bit more action. But yeah. And even if you think it might be a stretch, it's still an amazing show, so you should watch it either way. Like, I think it's a modern classic. Like, the original story is already amazing. Like, I read the full manga, and it's such a good, complete story. And the adaptation is also everything I could have asked for as a manga reader. So just watch it anyway if you if you haven't watched it already. It's great. So yeah, that's it for my recommendations. If you have any recommendations yourself, please leave them down below, and maybe other people can look at them as well. And yeah, thank you for watching. I hope to talk more about slice of life shows and other kind of shows like this. So yeah, see you soon. Bye.